Hi everyone and welcome to the 2019 edition of the Christmas gift guide. We're going to do it a little bit differently this year. I haven't got an obscene amount of products and there's not going to be 3 different videos. I've kind of collated my best picks into one video of things that are a little bit different for a few reasons. Number one, I'm very short for time these days with the restaurant, so I could only really kind of figure out the time to film just the one video. Number two, I kind of realised that I think we all need to be looking at how ridiculous it can get around Christmas time and how you all buy so many gifts and there's just so much choice and so much money gets spent, so much kind of consumerism and just wasting a little bit I think happens, that I wanted to try and do a little bit more of a kind of curated edit. Because let's face it, we're all adults. I'd kind of gotten into the habit of, like, for my sisters, buying them like 5 Christmas presents or whatever, and while I love doing that, I also think at the same time it kind of creates a bit of a kind of it's just too much emphasis on stuff, and I think we need to kind of readdress that slightly. So I'm going to start with kind of my first choices, and these are more kind of main gift options. There's a couple of guy stuff in here, not tons. I might do an extra separate one for guys, purely because I don't have tons of guys to buy for. I do really struggle buying things for guys, and every press release that I was getting this year for men's products wasn't anything overly interesting. It was just, you know, like sets of products that I don't think most men really particularly want or particularly appreciate, to be honest, so I didn't want to do that. But standalone gifts. Now, the first thing I want to show you is from this really cool brand called Cult Candy, and it's actually a vegan makeup brand. I've tried some of the lip products that are really lovely, and this is one of the eye palettes, and this is the Heavenly Creatures eye palette. And it's a little bit different. It's not something that I would have necessarily worn in terms of the colour choice, but if you're buying for somebody who is really young, who loves playing around with makeup, I think it's actually a really pretty palette. You get to kind of play around with different colours. The pigment in these shades is beautiful as well, and I think the whole ethos behind the brand is really lovely, and I think the imagery that they use on their products is really nice as well. So that's a really lovely gift. And then the next thing I have is this brush set, and this is actually from Look Good Feel Better, and this brush set is one that I think I actually have, the version that they did a couple of years ago, and they're really nice quality brushes. They're great for someone who's starting out. They wash really well. The sponge they do is really good as well, and they're not too expensive either. In terms of price points for the stuff I'm going to show you in this video as well, it's a mixture. Everything will be kind of listed down below for you, and I've tried to kind of keep it as varied as I could. But yeah, you get kind of like a nice mixture of brushes that are actually quite usable brushes, as opposed to sometimes they're brushes that you wouldn't necessarily want to use. I think it's a really lovely gift choice. Then next is a bit of a funny one, but I wanted to include this because if you know somebody who constantly talks about wanting to have their teeth whitened, I've heard such good things about this company. I haven't personally tried it because I don't think you're allowed to try it while you're pregnant, but it's the He Smile Teeth Whitening Kit, which just looks like this, and then you've kind of got a little teeth whitening gels refill thing in here as well, so they'd go together. Buy this for somebody that you know wants something like this and that you've had a conversation about. Don't just buy it for anyone because they might misinterpret it and think that you're saying that their teeth are really yellow. But I do think this is a really nice kind of product because it's one of those kind of treaty beauty items that you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself, and I think it's a nice choice. If the lighting seems a little bit weird for you as well, please excuse that. I am filming with natural light, as you can see, and it's winter. I didn't want to kind of bring the light box because that was making it look even worse, and yeah, it's winter is just that. Then these gift sets from Tropic are so nice. Tropic's one of those brands that I love anyway. I think their products are really effective. And this here is just this little trio of their serums. And in here you get the Glowberry serum, which I've tried and I really love, which is the brightening one. You get the Fruit Peel serum, which is the resurfacing one, and the Rainforest Dew, which is the hydration one. That's the only one that I haven't tried yet. But how sweet is that? Such a cute little gift for somebody who likes skincare, and it's really like nicely presented. I think that's such a nice little present to get to try the different products, and it's just really cute. Great for a friend or an auntie or that kind of thing. Really love that. And then another lovely kit that they're doing is this one here, which is a really kind of special treat kind of a kit. And this is their bath oils kit. I'm going to show you how gorgeous this is when you open it up. Look at that. So nice. So you get the Tahitian vanilla and coconut, passion fruit and ginger lily, and the Manoi and orange flower bath oils, and they're kind of nice foamy sort of bath oils. They're really lovely quality. I think the box it comes in is really pretty, and it's just one of those brands that kind of performs so well. I love their skincare. I used the resurfacing serum last night actually. Another little mention just from Tropic as well, just to tell you as well, is this men's little kit, and it's the Look Sharp and Look Good moisturiser and shaving foam. I gave this to Paul last year I think, and he really liked it. He likes the moisturiser. Then another kind of skincare related item, this could actually be for men as well. This is from Nourish, and it's the All Hail the Kale gift set, which is really cute. And then in here you get, it's all kind of wrapped in tissue paper, and it's just really nicely presented. You get all the products, and I'll just read to you what the products are from the back. So you get the Kale 3D Cleanser, I've used that, that's really lovely. The Anti-Aging Eye Cream, the Anti-Aging Hand Cream, and the Enzymatic Exfoliator, which I've also used, and it's really nice. Lovely kind of presentation. They're very organic products, and I just think they're kind of a nice gift for somebody who maybe wants a whole new skincare wardrobe. Speaking of skin related things, I've got this gift here from the Sanctuary, and Sanctuary is one of those brands that does do really fantastic gifting options, and this is just a really good all-rounder. I think sometimes these types of kits can be a bit naff, but this one isn't, because you've got the body wash, the bath soak, the Wet Skin Miracle Moisture, which I really like, and hand cream. Nice for like a mum, that kind of thing. I think that's really nice actually, that gift set. So those are kind of my standalone main gift items, okay? We're at 8 minutes. How the hell have I done that? Bloody hell. Right, okay. Let's try and go through them a little bit more swiftly now, shall we? Then next, I've got a couple of bits that are more kind of stocking filler type things. I've got these little subscription boxes from the Secret scent box. I've got the male one and the female one, and what these are just little samples of fragrance, but they're nice like little gift, Secret Santa, stocking filler, that kind of thing type options. And you get 3 little samples with the cards explaining what they all are, and they are really affordable, and I just think they're a nice little gift to buy somebody that like maybe you don't know that well and you don't know what they like, and I think they're presented quite sweetly. Really like those. Then I've got this Christmas Bauble, which I think is a really sweet one, and it's the eye cream from Filorga. I never know how you say this brand. Trini Woodall always talks about it, but it's just a little bauble, and I think again cute for like somebody in your office or a little Secret Santa-y thing. I think that's quite fun, and then you can open it up from underneath. I've got this here, which I thought was a really nice stocking filler for men or women, and it's the Shine Shampoo Bar, and it's literally just a solid shampoo bar, and it smells really nice, and it's just a really interesting product, and I think kind of not much waste has gone into the packaging of it and to the formulation of the product, and I think it's just a really nice little kind of option. This is a really, really sweet little thing, and it is this little kit from Nails Inc. So they've got 2 nail polishers, and it's from the Fallen Mermaid collection. I think that's really, really pretty and really fun. Great little stocking filler, or to be honest, if you're just buying for a friend and you just buy them a little something, I think that's a really nice little gift. Then moving on from kind of things that you could use as a standalone gift. These you kind of can't really, but I wanted to show you them because I think they are, where's the other one gone? I did have another one of these. There was like a more lashy kind of pair. I don't know where that's gone. Oh well. Anyway, they're the Eye Candy London little individual lashes. The reason I'm including these is because I always wear false lashes on Christmas Day. I just like to be a bit extra, and I think this is just a nice little stocking filler kind of thing. So definitely very cute. Then eyeshadow palettes. I've actually got 2 here that are really interesting. This one is from Nip and Fab, and it's just the one in 01 Sculpted. Just a great everyday wearable kind of palette. The quality of these shadows is really, really nice, and I think it would be a great little stocking filler / gift for just like a sister or someone like that. If you're just buying small gifts, every family's different, people do things differently. And then this one is from Eye Candy London as well, and it's their Hot Collection eye palette, which I'm going to take out the packaging to show you just because. Which palette does this remind you of? These colour tones, just saying, really, really nice. I've got one of these palettes and I had a little play with it, and it was really nice quality as well. So that's a really nice little choice as well for people who love eyeshadows, and eyeshadow palettes are just such a nice kind of easy gift. A few more cute little stocking filler bits and bobs. These are the Perfect Pores for face masks. They're just like little face mask, like individual use ones. Little travel ones. I think that's really cute again. And you can mix and match things, you know, you could do that and that as like a little standalone gift. And it's a sweet little thing, it's just nice. So I really like those. This is such a cute little thing, and it's a nice stocking filler depending on kind of your budget for stocking fillers, or it's just a nice gift in general. But it's this On The Go Tangle Teaser, and it's got a peach print all over it, and I think it's so, so cute. I'd love it if somebody bought me one of these. I think that's just such a cute little thing. And then hairbrushes are one of those things. I don't know why, but we always have a hairbrush in my stocking. My mum always puts hairbrushes in my stocking, and this is a really lovely one. It's the So Eco Oval Detangling Hairbrush. I've got one of these that I'm using at the moment, and I really, really like it. It's just a really kind of nice, soft brush, but you can kind of itch your scalp with it if you're that way inclined. I've also got one of these little beauty blender dupe kind of things. This one is from Sunday Ivy. Not a brand that I'd ever kind of tried anything from, but I was picking a few bits from Feel Unique, and I thought that looked like a nice little sponge, and the quality felt like it was similar to the beauty blender from how it looked and kind of what the reviews were like, and feeling it now. I'm interested to have a little play with that. So again, cute little stocking filler. And now, last but not least, I'm going to show you some book gift options, because I think these always make such a lovely gift option for everybody. This one here would be a good boy gifting option, and this one is from the Harry Hole series, and it's called Knife. Looks like that, nice hardback copy, and it's just a thriller, and it's just like, I don't know, it's one of those ones that I think men would really appreciate kind of how it looks inside. I won't read you the blurb of everything because we'll be here for hours, but it sounds really interesting. I'd read it, but I do think it's kind of a little bit more intended for the male, not, I want to say gaze, but that's not even it, but yeah, I think that's a really nice option. I think books make a great present always. Then this one is such a good option, and it is the Margaret Atwood Testaments. So it's the next one in the series from Handmaid's Tale. I think this looks so good. I can't wait to read this. And oh, I'm showing you the back, aren't I? Duh. Looks like that. This is just such a nice book, I think. And just this, like, you know, the little box of chocolates, it makes a nice gift. We don't need to go insane for everybody in the world. It just gets a bit out of hand, I think. Then I've also got this book here, and I always think these kinds of books make a lovely gift because they're like a little bit special. And it is a book I hadn't heard much about until I started reading about it, and it's called The Starless Sea, and it's from the same author as The Night Circus, which I had heard about. And it's just one of those really kind of like imaginative, lovely story books, rather than it being a thriller or anything like that. I think the way the book's presented is gorgeous. I love kind of the imagery that's on here. I just think that makes such a lovely present. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's just really, really lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice. So that's kind of like a nice, like, special for a mum kind of thing gift. I don't know if you appreciate books, you'll know what I mean about that. And then I always think that cookbooks make great gifts. So I've got a couple here to show you. This one is so good. This is called the Quick Roasting Tin. And it's basically just really quick one-pot meals. I love cooking like this. And I think the book itself is just a really, really nice book. And I like it with books where you can write something in the inside, and I just think that's really lovely. I'd be happy to get this. I think it's a really, really nice gift option. Good for someone that you don't know super well either. And then this one, I'm going to give my mum this one, I think, maybe. I don't know. But this one is called Taverna, and it's recipes from a Cypriot kitchen. I think the illustration on this book is beautiful, and the recipes in here look so lovely, and it's just the way things are described in it. It's kind of Nigella Lawson-y. There's a lot of kind of telling you stories about the food and kind of like the family connection that food has, and I just think it's such a lovely kind of, just a lovely book. And the recipes in here look really, really nice as well. It's all kind of really lovely, traditional kind of Cypriot cooking, and it's just a little bit different, and they kind of split it into meat sections, and there's lots of vegetarian sections as well. Like, I don't eat chicken, okay, but there's like a chicken, cinnamon and sweet tomato orzo. That sounds so nice. What's that? Roasted squash with dried cherries and tahini. Yum. But yeah, that's the gift guide for this year. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you very soon for some slightly different versions of a gift guide coming up. I'm going to try and do a few like come shop with me gift guides in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!